January 2022, the lone hacker who shut down North Korea's internet. A digital act of revenge. Across the isolated nation of North Korea, something unprecedented was happening. Websites were flickering offline like dying light bulbs. Air Korea's airline booking system, gone. Nainara, the official government portal, unreachable. Even the central routers that connected North Korea to the outside digital world were faltering. Experts scrambled to understand what was happening. Some pointed to North Korea's recent missile tests, suggesting this was retaliation from a powerful state actor. Perhaps the United States, perhaps another nation flexing its cyber muscles. They were all wrong. Behind these attacks wasn't a government agency with unlimited resources or a team of elite military hackers. It was one person, an American hacker who went by the handle P4X, and he had a very personal reason for what he was doing. The attack that started it all. To understand P4X's revenge, we need to rewind to the previous year. North Korean government hackers had launched a sophisticated operation targeting Western security researchers. Their goal? Steal hacking tools and information about software vulnerabilities. The digital keys to breaking into computer systems worldwide. P4X was one of their victims. Imagine being targeted by one of the world's most notorious cyber warfare operations, having someone try to break into your digital life, steal your work, your tools, your research. Now imagine reporting it to your government and nothing happens. No response, no action, no justice. That's exactly what happened to P4X. His frustration boiled over into determination. If his government wouldn't act, he would. As he later explained, it felt like the right thing to do here. I want them to understand that if you come at us, it means some of your infrastructure is going down for a while. Inside North Korea's hacking machine. But who exactly was P4X up against? North Korea isn't just another country dabbling in cyber attacks. Under Kim Jong-un, cyber warfare has become one of the regime's key weapons, right alongside nuclear missiles. It's how an isolated, economically struggling nation punches far above its weight on the world stage. The regime operates two major cyber warfare branches. The Enemy Collapse Sabotage Bureau focuses inward, monitoring and controlling North Korean citizens. But the real threat to the outside world comes from the General Bureau of Reconnaissance. Within this organization lurks Unit 110, the headquarters of North Korean hacking operations. They've stolen confidential defense plans, intercepted military communications, and breached security systems across the globe. Then there's the elite unit known as Bureau 121. With an estimated 6,000 hackers, this group operates from secret locations in Belarus, India, Malaysia, Russia, and the Chilbosan Hotel in Shenyang, China. These were the hackers allegedly behind the devastating 2014 Sony Pictures attack that cost the company hundreds of millions of dollars. How does North Korea build such a formidable cyber army? They start young, very young. At age 15 or younger, gifted children are plucked from their schools and sent to specialized academies like Kumsong Middle School, number 1 and number 2. There they receive intensive cybersecurity training before advancing to Kim Il-sung University or Kim Chek University of Technology. The best graduates join Bureau 121. For these hackers, it's not just about serving their country. Success brings privileges unimaginable to ordinary North Koreans: party membership, opportunities to study abroad, and even 10% of profits from successful cryptocurrency heists. In a nation where most citizens struggle for basic necessities, these hackers live like the top 1%. David versus Goliath. One hacker's digital assault. So here was P4X. One person taking on an entire nation's cyber infrastructure. Except, as he quickly discovered, North Korea had a critical weakness. It's pretty interesting how easy it was to actually have some effect in there, P4X revealed. North Korea's internet technology was outdated, their cyber infrastructure surprisingly small, like the size of a small to medium cybersecurity breaching test. The attacks were devastatingly effective. Records from Pingdom, a service that monitors website availability, showed that at several points during P4X's campaign, almost every North Korean website went dark. Only sites hosted outside the country, like the news site uriminzokiri.com, remained accessible. Juna Deali, a cybersecurity researcher who monitors North Korean internet activity, witnessed the carnage firsthand. Emails suspended, internet services frozen. Their routers fail, he explained, and it would literally then be impossible for data to be routed into North Korea, effectively a total internet outage affecting the country. P4X wasn't stopping there. He began examining North Korea's national operating system, Red Star OS, and started recruiting other hackers to join his project. His mission: perform proportional attacks and information gathering in order to keep North Korea from hacking the Western world completely unchecked. The complicated reality. But here's where the story gets complicated. Did P4X's attacks actually hurt the North Korean government? The truth is murky. Only a tiny fraction of North Koreans have access to the country's strictly limited internet system. The sites P4X took down were primarily propaganda tools aimed at international audiences, not the disconnected intranet that most North Koreans use. As researcher Martin Williams put it, if he just wants to annoy North Korea, then he's probably being annoying. P4X seemed aware of these limitations. He compared his attacks to tearing down government banners or defacing buildings. His goal was to affect the people as little as possible, and the government as much as possible. Not everyone in the hacking community supported P4X's approach. But Dave Aitel, a former NSA hacker who was also targeted in the North Korean campaign, understood the frustration. The US government, he explained, is good at protecting the government, okay at protecting corporations, but does not protect individuals. The ethical dilemma. P4X acknowledged that his attacks likely violated US computer fraud and hacking laws. But was it ethically wrong to strike back against a regime carrying out insane human rights abuses and complete control over their population? This is the question that lingers. When your government won't defend you, when a hostile nation targets you with impunity, what's the right response? P4X chose revenge. One person with technical skills and determination took down an entire country's internet connection. It might not have toppled the Kim regime, but it sent a message that echoed around the world. Even the most isolated, militarized nation isn't invulnerable. Sometimes all it takes is one person who's had enough. The story of P4X isn't just about hacking or geopolitics. It's about what happens when individuals take matters into their own hands, when the line between vigilante and hero becomes blurred, and when cyber warfare becomes personal. North Korea's internet went dark in January 2022. But the questions P4X's actions raised, those are still burning bright.